The Civil War, 1861-1865. Slavery became a dominant issue. Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. Delegates of the southern states, South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Texas. Leaving the Union, they created an independent government of the Confederate States of America with Jefferson Davis as the president. Lincoln's government declared the Confederacy illegitimate, and a Confederate attack in South Carolina in April 1861 marked the start of a bloody civil war.
In the early 19th century, the American Republic looked to expand its territory. Millions of immigrants arrived in America and moved towards the new territory of the West. The nation acquired new territories such as France and Spain. A war with Mexico brought Texas, California, and New Mexico into the United States. The discovery of gold in California in 1848 attracted growing numbers of pioneers, and the country began to prosper. The economy of the northern states modernized rapidly, with small farms based on free labor and growing industry. The South was based on large plantations. As slavery began to expand westward, many Northerns became to believe that slavery should be abolished. A network known as the Underground Railroad emerged, helping slaves to find their freedom by escaping to the northern states or to Canada.
The Emancipation Proclamation, 1863. Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed all slaves in enemy territory. General Ulysses Grant took over command of the Union forces. The war finally came to an end in 1865 with the surrender of the Confederate forces. Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, and the new president, Andrew Johnson, had to attempt to reconcile former enemies. Under the Reconstruction Act of 1867, the southern states were readmitted to the Union.
After the war, many freed slaves happened to be in an unfriendly environment and inhospitable atmosphere, and because of this, a big number of them decided to get away from there and move to the north in more favorable circumstances. On the other hand, a vast quantity of Southerns took part in organizations such as the Ku Klux Klan, whose aim was to restore white control. In the period after 1865, settlers moved to the Great Plains of grassland situated between the Mississippi River and the Rocky Mountains, where many free slaves began a new life as farmers. However, this area was already inhabited by Native Americans who saw their own lands being stolen.
Although tensions still remained, the United States enjoyed a period of peace and entered a Gilded Age after Mark Twain's novel, which saw industry flourish and immigration continue. Steel and iron production flourished, and the development of gold and silver mining led to the need for an improved transport system. The American railroad system developed, and great fortunes were won by men like John Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie, who exploited the oil and steel industries respectively. The Gilded Age also took its name from the great fortunes created and the lifestyle that this wealth supported.